Imagine boarding a flight, only to vanish into thin air, leaving no trace behind. This is the chilling tale of Flight 370. In the early hours of March 8, 2014, Malaysian Airlines Flight 370, a Boeing 777, took off from Kuala Lumpur International Airport destined for Beijing, carrying 239 souls on board, 227 passengers, and a crew of 12. Little did they know, they were embarking on a journey that would baffle the world, and stir up a storm of theories, speculations, and investigations. As the plane reached cruising altitude over the South China Sea, it exchanged routine handshakes with ground control. But suddenly, less than an hour into its flight, Flight 370 vanished from radar screens. No distress signal, no communication, no trace. It was as if it had evaporated mid-air. The transponder, a device that communicates the plane's position to ground control, had stopped working. The aircraft was now a ghost, invisible to radar and leaving no electronic footprint. Ground control was left in the dark. What happened to Flight 370? Where did it go? How could a modern aircraft with advanced technology simply disappear? Over the following weeks, the largest and most expensive search in aviation history was launched, spanning the vast expanses of the Indian Ocean. But despite the efforts of multiple countries and countless resources, the search yielded no concrete evidence of the plane's fate or whereabouts. Several pieces of marine debris confirmed to be from the aircraft washed ashore, providing some clues, but the bulk of the plane, along with the vital black box, remained missing. The families of those on board were left in a painful limbo, caught between hope and despair. With no conclusive evidence, the disappearance of Flight 370 remains one of aviation's greatest mysteries. In the aftermath of the disappearance, an extensive multinational search and investigation were launched. The world watched in anticipation as the largest and most expensive search in aviation history unfolded. Over 24 countries lent their resources to the colossal effort, with Australia leading the search in the southern Indian Ocean. The area searched was vast, spanning millions of square kilometers of ocean and land. The immense scope of this search was a testament to the desperation and determination of the global community to uncover the truth. Despite the Herculean efforts, the search was met with a disheartening lack of significant findings. The ocean's deep abyss remained tight-lipped, swallowing up what could be the only tangible clues to the mystery. Parallel to the physical search, an investigation into the pilots and passengers was underway. The pilots in particular were under intense scrutiny. Their professional records, personal lives, and psychological profiles were dissected in search of any potential leads. One of the pilots was found to have had a flight simulator at home, which raised a few eyebrows. However, no concrete evidence of foul play was discovered. The passenger list was also meticulously examined. Each passenger's background was scrutinized, their reasons for travel evaluated, and connections to possible criminal or terrorist organizations were looked into. Yet nothing unusual or suspicious was uncovered. This only deepened the enigma, leaving investigators and the world at large grappling for answers. The lack of progress in the search and investigation resulted in a whirlwind of theories, from the plausible to the wildly speculative. The lack of physical evidence and concrete findings only fueled these speculations further. Despite the tireless efforts of the multinational team, the extensive search yielded no definitive answers. The disappearance of Flight 370 remains one of the most perplexing mysteries of the 21st century, a haunting reminder of our vulnerabilities despite technological advancements. Despite the deafening silence from the ocean's depth, the quest for truth continues. The hope for answers, no matter how faint, still flickers in the hearts of those affected by this inexplicable event. In the absence of concrete evidence, numerous theories have sprung up attempting to explain the fate of Flight 370. One of the theories that has gained traction is the hijacking theory. This theory posits that the flight was commandeered by someone with knowledge of aviation, who then redirected the flight off course. Proponents of this theory often point to the abrupt change in flight path and the disabling of communication systems as evidence. However, no organization or individual has ever claimed responsibility, and no passengers on the flight had connections to terrorist groups. These factors have led some to question the likelihood of a hijacking. Another theory is the pilot suicide theory. This theory suggests that the pilot or co-pilot intentionally crashed the plane, possibly after incapacitating the passengers. The main evidence for this theory is the calculated manner in which the flight veered off course and the fact that the pilot, Zahari Ahmad Shah, had a flight simulator at home with a similar flight path programmed into it. However, Both pilots had passed their mental health screenings and had no known motives for such an act. This theory, like the hijacking theory, remains unproven. Mechanical failure is yet another theory that has been put forth. Some believe that a sudden, catastrophic event such as a fire or rapid decompression could have incapacitated the crew and passengers, leaving the plane to fly on autopilot until it ran out of fuel. The evidence for this theory is slim, as no debris or wreckage has been recovered that indicates a mechanical failure. The lack of a distress signal also casts doubt on this theory. Finally, there's the theory of an unknown catastrophic event. This theory suggests that something unforeseen and devastating occurred, such as a meteor strike or a rogue wave. This theory is largely speculative, as there is no direct evidence to support it. It's often considered the least likely explanation, but it illustrates the level of uncertainty and desperation surrounding the mystery of Flight 370. Each of these theories has its merits and its flaws. The hijacking theory explains the abrupt change in flight path but lacks a credible perpetrator. The pilot suicide theory has circumstantial evidence but lacks a clear motive. The mechanical failure theory could explain the lack of communication but lacks supporting physical evidence. And the unknown catastrophic event theory, while intriguing, is largely speculative and lacks any concrete evidence. It's important to remember that these are just theories. Without definitive proof, they remain speculative at best. The truth of what happened to Flight 370 may be a combination of these theories, or it may be something entirely different. We simply don't know. Each theory provides a possible explanation, but none have been proven beyond a doubt. The mystery of Flight 370 has had far-reaching impacts, both in the aviation industry and for the families of those on board. This enigmatic incident sparked a revolution in aviation safety and tracking, creating a ripple effect that has transformed the way we fly. In the aftermath of the disappearance, airlines and regulatory bodies worldwide hastened to implement enhanced tracking technologies. Today, commercial aircraft are more closely monitored than ever before, ensuring that a similar incident is less likely to occur. But the impact of this event extends beyond the realm of aviation. The families of the passengers and crew aboard Flight 370 have felt the sting of this mystery in a deeply personal way. The absence of definitive answers has left them in a state of limbo, their grief punctuated by a relentless quest for the truth. They continue to seek closure, a solace that remains elusive amidst the swirl of theories and speculations. Yet despite the pain and the uncertainty, these families have shown remarkable resilience. They've turned their sorrow into a force for change, advocating for improvements in aviation safety and accountability, ensuring that their loved one's disappearance was not in vain. The legacy of Flight 370 is one of tragedy, change, and enduring mystery. It serves as a poignant reminder of the human cost of unsolved mysteries and the far-reaching effects they can have on our world. More than a decade after its disappearance, the fate of Flight 370 remains a haunting question mark. This unsolved mystery, a puzzle that has perplexed investigators and enthusiasts alike, continues to hold us in its eerie grip. We've dived deep into the disappearance, the extensive investigation that followed, the numerous theories that emerged, and the profound impact it's had on the world. We explored the chilling facts of the case: a commercial jet disappearing without a trace, the 239 souls on board lost to the unknown, the inconclusive findings of the most expensive aviation investigation in history. We delved into the theories from the plausible to the outlandish: a hijacking gone wrong, a deliberate act by the pilot, a freak mechanical failure, even a black hole or alien abduction. The ripple effects of this tragedy are far-reaching. It's not just a story of a missing plane, it's a tale of human lives, of families torn apart by uncertainty, of a global community grappling with the unsettling reality of modern-day vanishings. It's spurred changes in aviation safety and tracking, and sparked countless debates and discussions. The search for answers continues, with new leads and hypotheses emerging, only to be debunked left unproven. The enduring enigma of Flight 370 serves as a stark reminder of the vastness of our world, the limits of our knowledge, and the enduring human desire to seek truth in the face of the unknown. Until definitive evidence is found, the mystery of Flight 370 will continue to captivate and confound us all. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the mystery of Flight 370, don't forget to like and subscribe for more captivating content.